Hey y'all.
Hello, hello.
It's your girl Lauren.
It is me, Jamie. Welcome to the Chicks and Dip podcast, episode 3.
Episode 3, y'all. You're in for a treat. This week, if you're watching the video, the lighting is a little bit off. It is a thunderstorm day. We're recording on a different day. It's pouring down rain outside. We're in cozy sweats. And so to go along with this like random theme, we have a really random conversation coming at you.
Like quite literally so random. It just all kind of goes all around the place, but I think people can still relate to some of the stories that we tell.
Yes, we have a guest on, and we really don't have anything new to cover in our intro. Like, this is going to be a very short introduction with just me and you.
Yeah.
So our guest is this guy, RP Knight. He's another podcast host, and we'll obviously give you the full introduction here in a second. But, like, y'all buckle up because we literally just kind of shoot the shit for, like, an hour.
I mean, we talk from everything like movies to homeless people, to the Cheetah Girls. There's just like a lot. Celebrity sightings. There's a lot happening.
Jamie does an impression of a pigeon. That's like killer.
That I thought was a dove. So really stay tuned, guys. You don't want to miss it. I'm telling you right now.
Let's just go for it.
All right.
All right, y'all. We are here with our second guest. RP is a fellow podcaster. He co-hosts the Inseparable Podcast with his best friend, Trent. His Instagram is flooded with selfies with celebrities, and he's wearing a giant fur in his profile picture. Welcome to the pod, RP.
Thank you so much. And a little behind the scenes that you probably don't need to know is that that's actually just a weighted blanket.
No way.
Weighted?
Yeah, because you know what a weighted blanket is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was at my friend's, actually, we were recording an in-person episode, me and Trent, because he was down here in Savannah, and we did a whole episode and we just cut it because we don't like it. But the good thing we got out of that was a little photo shoot opportunity because my friend had like a little one of those white studio spaces with like the curve so you can't see the corner.
Yeah.
And then he just had weighted blankets and chairs, and I was like, because I was wearing work clothes. I mean, it wouldn't. When we made the video that's on my Instagram now, it's like a little hype video with our new intro song. It actually, it was just a weighted blanket.
That hype video, we were sitting at work and we were just like, this is a masterpiece. This is insane.
So, like, you didn't have that concept planned out. It literally just came.
Honestly, no. It was all like that night. I threw like a little rough cut of that video together, and I sent it to Trent, and I was like, dude, I can actually make something out of this because we only took like 2 or 3 videos, so I had to get really creative with like slowing it down and then like using different like crops of it to make it look like new footage. And there you go.
It's a work of art. We'll
really
share it on the gram.
Yeah,
great, thanks.
It is so good. Oh wow. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
We're excited to have you here. I'm excited for this conversation.
I know. I feel like we're gonna just be talking about some random stuff, but I feel like we need to like tell us about your podcast. We should establish you.
Oh gosh, there's nothing really to tell other than that me and my best friend Trent Passmore. Shout out to Trent. Hey buddy, how are you? He's sitting pretty in Atlanta right now. So we just did the thing everybody does is like, oh, you know, our conversations, man, we could have a podcast, you know, kind of the quintessential, like, everybody does that at some point, but we did it, you know, so we recorded an episode, we liked it, and we did like 3 trial episodes just to make sure, like, we were not going to embarrass ourselves. It'll never be released because there was some pretty incriminating stuff on there, but yeah, so we just talk about random BS. Like we do a lot of F, Marry, Kills.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a little bit.
Yay! Okay, and I have a new one for you too.
Yay!
I'm excited.
There's really no set direction with what we do with our topics. It's just if I think of something during the week that I think is funny or interesting, I just write it down, talk about it. So
I love that.
it's not a very profound explanation of what it is. Just go listen.
Yeah.
You might like it.
There we go.
Who knows?
And that's kind of what I love about it. Like, I like how you describe it as like the next step in your friendship. It's like funny.
Yeah. So, and I was also thinking like Chicks and Dip could be about like y'all reviewing tobacco. Like, yeah, today on Chicks and Dip, we're gonna try Grizzly Wintergreen. I don't like it,
Just
but
pack a
I'm more of a
lip
Skoal
right
girl.
now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my dad did that when I was younger. Skull.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, it was nasty. I would put
Yeah.
like shampoo and conditioner in it, and he'd be so pissed because I didn't want him to do it.
Oh my god, that's
Ew.
ew.
Gross.
Well, because then it was like contaminated, and it's like, oh crap, I can't use the skull now. It's nasty.
So
Yeah,
it is
you-
nasty, but he'd be putting it in his
Wow.
mouth and
No,
be like,
no. Well, no, he wouldn't put it in
Foam-
his mouth because
foam
he'd
mouth?
see that it was not well. But like, we'd be driving around the car, and he had that nasty cup in the middle. It was like,
Ugh.
yeah.
I accidentally drank somebody's dip.
I was
Oh my
about to
God.
ask if either of you have ever done
Yeah.
that.
No.
Yep. I don't even remember how it happened.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
Does that happen frequently to people?
Yeah, I think at parties it does often.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Some of my friends still do it, and they just and they'll leave their dip bottles in my car.
Ew!
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
That's such
It happened like a few weeks ago.
Okay.
So yeah, so y'all could have if y'all run out of dips to review,
Just
tobaccos, you could be chicks and dips and cigs.
And six.
I love this for us.
Yeah.
We're really, really taking like a weird turn. My
Right.
mom's gonna hate it.
Yeah. Sorry, Lauren's mom. I did see you were smoking a cigarette downstairs before I got here.
She was.
Lies.
She was.
Lies. This is wow. No lies.
She's gonna start having a
How
heart
dare
attack.
you?
What was that? A Colt 45 in your hand? I'm not lying. You know,
You are.
Saw it with
Thank
on two
you.
eyes.
You've done nothing but lie since you walked into this apartment.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
He called me. It was like we were gonna record at 5:30. He calls me at 5:29 and said, "Oh my God, Lauren, I'm so sorry. I am not gonna make it." I said, "Are you serious?" Like I had the crazy eyes. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
What?
And he said, "No, I'm just kidding."
Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do. I'll probably do that to 90% of, people I talk to on the phone. So I'll be
That's
like,
funny.
I just saw a dead guy. I'd be like, what? No, funny enough, get this. Me and
You saw a
Trent
dead guy.
recorded an episode the other day. We recorded the whole thing, and then at the end, he springs this on me. He calls me and he's like, "Hey, did you get my audio?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, dude, I forgot to tell you. I was walking in the park today, and I saw a dead guy." And I was like,
What?
"And you didn't think to bring that up on the podcast?"
Open with that.
Exactly. That's like the first thing I would have said.
Was it a scene, like
He
a
was
crime
definitely
scene?
I think the guy OD'd,
Oof.
which is sad. But
That's terrible.
still, just to go on to walk outside of your house and then see a body, a dead body
Oh my God. Have you ever seen a dead person?
at the funeral home. Yeah.
Okay, well, in like a non-controlled
Um,
environment.
I don't think so, and I think it would really mess me up because
Yeah.
I do too.
I mean, I've seen some crazy videos like in middle school. You know, like your friends will be like, "Look at this dude, he's
Look at this dead
he got run
video.
over," and I'm like,
Ooh.
it sticks with you too.
Run over.
Okay.
Or like, well, I didn't want to say it.
Oh, okay. Well,
I didn't want to say like what really happened because I felt like it, it'd be pushing.
little intrusive.
No, I actually do have a story. It's not mine, but my sister's friend, she went to go to Georgia College, and they walked outside one morning, and somebody who had been like stabbed or something had wandered into their backyard and died in their backyard.
Oh my god.
Yes, and so like they had to move, like the police had to pay for them to get out. Like the whole house and backyard was a crime scene, and the whole rest of the semester they lived in a hotel.
Wow.
I
Way.
swear, yeah,
That's nuts.
isn't that wild?
Wait, that's kind of crazy also that you said that about Atlanta because I've only been there once and I'm about to go there for a second time. And
Once?
yeah, I mean I'm from New York
Oh.
originally.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so it makes a little bit more
That makes sense.
connects the dots. But everybody's like, yeah, I mean you'll just be walking in Atlanta and you'll see a dead body. So it's so
What?
weird that you said that. Yeah, every time I talk about Atlanta, someone just tells me you're going to see a dead person.
It's Trent.
Like-
we need confirmation.
Like
we need confirmation.
as a guarantee, like
I don't know. I was like,
come to Atlanta. You're guaranteed to see at least one dead
Yeah.
person. Sounds like a commercial for their Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
Like, or maybe like, we promise you now you'll see an average of 0 dead people when you come to Atlanta. Well, it's
Doing
not
better.
that
Wait.
bad.
We're cleaning them up.
That is
Oh.
so scary.
Yeah.
The city of Atlanta will never sponsor this
Yeah.
podcast.
I mean, let's see
Well,
if we see any this
Who
weekend.
knows?
oh my God.
Wait, you're going to Atlanta this weekend?
Jamie is.
Yeah,
Oh.
quite literally.
Yeah, me too.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to the Coldplay concert.
Oh yeah. Wait, we just talked about this.
No.
Yeah. Then I'm seeing Machine Gun Kelly in Atlanta the next week.
Oh,
What?
nice.
Yeah, I don't like him as a person. Let me say that. But he's got great music. He's
Yeah.
like the new like punk emo
Fire.
stuff.
How
So
do you
good.
feel about him and Megan Fox?
good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think he's kind of a cringe person. And if you're watching this, Machine Gun Kelly, I mean that in the best way.
Yeah.
He probably is.
But yeah, that's a score. Good for him.
Yeah, you know he's tuning in out of anyone in the world.
Yeah.
MGK.
Well, because like I don't know if y'all know this, but like for guys, Megan Fox is like the go-to. Like, dude, if you could like date any celebrity, who would it be? Like, a lot of people say Megan Fox. She's very pretty. I don't get the hype. I'm more of an Emma Watson girl, like guy myself.
Okay.
I'm a big Harry Potter fan, so
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so Emma
I've
Watson
taste.
is your type.
I have taste.
Jamie, what's your type? Do you have one?
Chris Evans. Straight up my type.
Cap.
It's just Chris Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I really don't have a type. But like when you talk about the guy that it's like, oh, I always joke that if I see Chris Evans, I will personally propose to him myself.
Wow, I'm sure he'd love that.
I love
got
him.
a classic
I think,
look.
I think we're meant to be. He adopted his dog here in Savannah.
Wow,
Yep.
Wow.
he was actually in Savannah a few weeks ago.
Did you see him?
No. I just knew he was here.
Are you serious?
Yeah, him and Anna de Armas filming Ghosted. I guess it's an Apple TV show or movie
Wow.
coming out next year.
They're filming a couple things right now, right?
Yeah, several things. I'm gonna be in one of them actually.
What are you going to be in?
A prisoner. So yeah. I mean, I guess that's all I can say right now. I don't know if
He's under contract.
it's not like I'm an extra. I'm not like well, actually, I'm a featured extra. I'm not like a
Wow.
You're leveling up.
Okay, cool.
yeah. So you know, if you want me to sign anything after we
And a little NDA or something over here.
yeah, I'm actually. I'll say this. I'm in it twice. It's like a different extra thing.
That's
Wait,
cool.
this is so exciting.
Yeah, honestly, I just I'll take a day off of work if I get it, and I'm like, this seems fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Should we have a premiere party?
Yeah, I'm in episode 1 of the show, so you
Nice.
can
Oh my
sit.
god.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
We're going to be like screaming at the TV if we
Yeah.
see like your hair
Yeah.
in the back.
And honestly, I think I don't think this is something I can't say. They literally, I waited there all day. We waited there all day in our costume or whatever to film. They get to us finally after like 4 hours. They film our scene on an iPhone in 5 minutes.
You're lying.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
What? Movie magic.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know if it has something to do with the scene or not. But they weren't even shooting at portraits, like landscape style. They were shooting at portrait. So I wonder if it's just gonna be like somebody holding a phone, and that's what I'm gonna be
Yeah.
on. You know.
Oh, that's cool.
Kind of disappointing. It was very anticlimactic. I was like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm in this costume.
I'm in the getup.
Yeah. So
I mean, still
Whatever.
cool. Erica was an extra too.
Yeah.
What were you an extra in Plainville?
Girl from Plainville.
Yeah.
no way, Elle Fanning.
Wow.
That's cool. Okay, so tell me about your celebrity sightings.
Yeah.
I know this is like a theme
Ooh,
for you.
in Savannah or just overall?
You tell me, maybe like overall your top 3 or something.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Or I'll tell you what. I'll start from the beginning where, like it's like one happened and then they all started to happen. Like literally within the last year.
I love this for you.
So
This is wild.
on July 4th, I'm at Disney World in Epcot in the Mexico Pavilion. No. Okay, back up. Earlier that day in Epcot, rope drop, which in Disney terms, I don't know if y'all know Disney, but it means like,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
I
I'm-
love Disney.
I'm there right as the park opens, and I'm always keeping my eye out for celebrities because I have like so much useless information, and I have a very photographic memory. So if I spot somebody like in a crowd, you know, I'll know it's them. So I'm just walking towards Soarin' in Epcot, and I just look behind me. I'm like, oh, you know, I look behind me. There's Paula Abdul. No lie, Paula Abdul. And so she walks by, and she's got an umbrella because it's like raining. And I was just walking, and I looked behind me, and I'm like, oh shoot, I wonder if I could like get a picture really quick. So I got like a selfie with her as she was walking. I was like, thank you so much. Or, you know, I asked her first. I'm not a brute, you know. Yeah.
Throws your
over
arm
here.
around her.
No, anyways, got a decent picture with her, but like it was like walking or whatever. So I saw her later in the Mexico Pavilion, and I'm like, oh gosh, there she is again. Like I could totally get a better picture. And my mom I was like, I'm not gonna go bother her. My mom was like, you should totally just go ask her. Like she's just standing there. She'd probably love it. So I'll go over there and talk to her about like the Impractical Jokers for a minute. Because she was in the Impractical Jokers movie.
What?
And Yeah, so that's...
I feel like that's probably not the most common thing. You know, like people probably come up to her and talk to her about her music or American Idol.
Yeah.
She probably like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I saw you in the Impractical Jokers movie, you know?
Really?
I had, you know, there's American Idol. I had that whole 80s music career.
Yeah.
There's that, but...
So that kickstarted it all.
Yes, and then after that, a week later, I met Bobby Bones on Zoom. He's like a radio host in Nashville. Not a lot of people know who he is, so we'll move past that one.
Bye, Bobby.
Sorry, Bobby.
See you later.
Let's see, who was next? I met Grace Vanderwall here in like Savannah at the Peacock Lounge.
What?
Yeah, so like I walked past her, and I was like, "Are you Grace Vanderwall?" She's like, "Oh my gosh, yes. What's your name?" I'm like, "My name's RP." Hi.
Hey.
But you know, she's I don't know if she's 21, so maybe that's like
Wait,
but she was
We're
at a bar.
incriminating Grace.
Yeah, but she was drinking water.
was she on
Let's say
a
that.
singing show?
Yeah, America's Got Talent.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
she won-
I
she
saw
won
her
that.
too.
Really?
Really?
Yes. Where was I? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I can't remember. I can't remember if I was out to dinner or something. But she walked by and I was like, I know this girl. And I'm getting it confused because I was at Starland Yard another time and saw that
Elle Fanning.
No, not Elle
No?
Fanning, the
She
girl
was
from
at
the
RJ Station.
chess.
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She was there.
She's
but
lovely.
yeah, I saw that Grace girl too.
Yeah, I was gonna bring her up because she was in town filming a movie called The Menu with Ray Fiennes, who played Voldemort in Harry Potter, and that would have been like if I would have met him, I literally would have I could have died.
Oh my
He could have just Avada Kedavra'd me right there, and I wouldn't have cared. Literally. And I can say this: I was actually cast in that as an extra, and then the casting director texted me that night and said, "Hey, we don't need you anymore." So I was that close. I was
Heartbreak.
that close. I would have been like a coroner or something. Yeah. So I give off real coroner vibes, I
I was
guess.
about to say, coroner, prisoner, you're playing
Yeah.
like very intense roles.
That does bring up a question I have for y'all. Can y'all
Okay.
do any impressions, like celebrity impressions?
Oh god. The way that you're laughing about it, I feel like you can.
I don't think I can. I don't have anything that's like my go-to. No.
Jamie?
I feel like this is Jamie's
I
thing.
feel like
She's a theater
Jamie
gal.
could do a really good Professor Snape or something.
Oh my god, you know what that just brought me back to was YouTube with a Snape.
Snape.
Severus
Severus.
Snape.
Dumbledore.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I used to watch that video all the time.
Yeah, that was like one of those first YouTube videos. You know, like you think of several. There was that Charlie the Unicorn video.
Ew, that one was really freaky.
And then Charlie bit my finger. So,
Charlie!
yeah.
That's iconic.
Yeah, that one's good.
And it's crazy to go back and look at some of those now and they say like 15 years old. And you're like,
I
oh my
know.
God.
Weird.
Yeah.
Okay, do you do impressions? Is that why you asked that?
Yeah.
Are
Well,
you about to bust one out?
Well, I thought, you know, one of my favorites is Lord Voldemort. So like we talked about Ray Fiennes. So, gosh. I do a lot of cartoons too, of like classic cartoons.
Okay.
And I did one on my episode 4 of Inseparable. I did Mr. Crocker from Fairly Odd Parents. Did y'all ever watch that?
Oh, yeah.
That one's good, but it's like
Parents,
it
Fairly
requires
Odd
me to
Parents.
like yell, like
Oh my
or scream.
God.
So
Oh.
I won't do that. But Lord Voldemort is kind of like.
Here we go.
And I always
Close
like
our
to-
eyes, or are you gonna get nervous?
No, I'll do it. Ready?
Okay.
All right. Shoot. Harry Potter. So, I use the same phrase over and over. Harry Potter, boy who lived, come to die. Okay. All right. It's okay, and I can also. This is a very Harry.
good.
I don't know if y'all like Harry Potter, but this is.
I mean, like, I don't know it enough to,
do
like,
you know Dobby?
Yeah,
the
yeah.
little
I know the characters.
elf.
Oh God.
Right?
This-
Isn't he an elf?
I don't know what my face looks like when I do these, so
Really good.
okay.
I can't wait to see what our reaction
All right.
was, honestly.
All right. This is Dobby. Harry Potter.
Oh wow, that was good.
Okay. How red am I right now? This is crazy.
Wait, that was so
All
good.
right, let's see. What's my line with that? Is Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter must not go back to school.
That's cool.
Wait, that was perfect.
That's good. Okay.
Oh my, that
Let me
was
think.
good.
I don't have any more Harry Potter. Or like Severus Snape.
Look at your
I feel like you could,
eyebrows.
I feel like you could do a Severus Snape impression.
You think?
You
I
just
don't
give
know.
off that vibe.
Maybe.
Got a Snapey vibe. I think it's her outfit today. It's the dark hair.
I can make
Yes.
myself sound like a dove.
What?
What do you mean? Can you explain, please? Like a bird?
Like the soap?
Oh my god! I know what you.
Wait, are you sure that's not a pigeon?
I thought it was a dove.
That's a pigeon.
Oh,
Look at all those
Isn't it?
chickens.
Look at all those chickens.
There's our springboard into the Vine conversation.
Yes, Vine. You made me drop my croissant. Y'all know that one? Oh God.
What's your all-time favorite Vine?
Gosh, I watch a lot of Vine compilations too. Do y'all have yours? Because I can't. Think
I
of
do
one.
have mine.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so I have two. I was talking about one of these the other day at lunch. It's the one with the guy and the phone and the skateboard, and he goes, "So no head?" And then he smashes his phone and smashes his skateboard.
Oh God.
That one's good. And then, is that a weed?
Oh.
And she goes, "I'm calling the police," and she
That's-
dials
yeah.
911 on the microwave.
Yeah, I think that would be mine actually.
It's so funny.
Is Terry on that one?
Oh
Is
no,
Terry-
put it in
Put it in
reverse,
reverse,
Terry.
Terry.
Oh my God, we literally reference that all the time. Put it in reverse, Terry.
Yes, my
Oh, that's
family
great.
loves that video. I think that's like the Wolverton
It's
favorite video
hysterical.
on the
Wait,
internet.
you got your parents involved with Vine?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think my parents know what Vine is. So.
Oh well, I mean, me and Rachel, my sister, like we'd be like, watch this Vine, and now I send the TikToks in the family group chat. I don't think they're watching the TikToks. I have to be with them
Yeah.
physically.
I miss Vine, but I think TikTok has surpassed Vine.
Oh
in
my God, I spent
Agreed.
so
There's
many
so many good
hours on
TikToks.
TikTok.
Agreed.
It's just I've wasted so much of my life on TikTok.
Same, and so much money.
Yeah, and sleep.
So-
I think that's
yeah.
the big thing for me is I've lost so much sleep.
Yeah. Agreed.
But gosh, what was I gonna say about Vine? I lost it.
Do
So-
it for the Vine. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the Vine.
I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the Vine. I ain't gonna do it. Do it for the Vine. Remember that one?
I do remember that one.
He was like in the zone thinking.
Sorry, yeah,
Trying to think.
yeah.
No, that
I
was
lost
definitely
it,
a good
yeah.
one. Okay, I want to bring up
Oh,
from your podcast.
okay.
So, y'all need to tune into theirs. But you like to do a lot of F, Marry, Kill?
Yes, I think we've done one or two. I can't remember. F, Marry, Kill, Queso, Guac, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Easy.
Oh, hold on there. Hold on.
I love Leonardo DiCaprio. Is my favorite actor of all time. If we're talking about movies again, I know this has been a roller coaster.
It's been all over the place, you guys.
But anything Leonardo DiCaprio. Have you ever seen Shutter Island?
yes.
Yeah, parts.
Oh my god.
You got to watch the whole thing. Shutter Island's the first movie I've ever watched, and I watched it like 2 years ago. It's the first movie I've ever watched and immediately wanted to rewatch. Back to like
Oh, to like knowing what you know.
It's like
rewatch
it's
it?
like watching
Yeah.
two different movies after that.
Is
That's
that the
all I'll
movie
say.
where like the wife tries to drown the kids or
I
something
mean,
like
spoiler
that?
alert.
Oh,
Jeez. Jamie. That movie came out
But
like
yes.
10 years ago.
I feel like I only know that because
There are a lot of
TikTok.
dead kids in it, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe we do need to watch.
Yeah. The whole, what is it called? Lobotomy? Is that right?
yes,
Yeah.
like brain surgery.
That like concept, every movie that has one of those in it is like really
Yeah.
disturbing to me. Like I really am bothered by that.
I'm bothered by like skin deformities and stitches and
Cutting
Oh.
of the body.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass out. I can't.
Not big on
I
that.
didn't go
No,
into the medical field.
I'm good on that.
I'm curious what your F, Marry, Kill was for us. You
Yeah.
said you came here with some ideas.
Okay,
so
well, same
let's-
concept.
Okay.
We did this one on episode 4, and it's Tex-Mex edition. Okay, I don't know why it's all Mexican and like food and stuff, but F, Marry, Kill, Moe's, Chipotle, Taco Bell.
Whoa. This one I feel strongly about.
Okay.
Chipotle, dead.
What?
Kill. No flavor.
Chipotle? Are you kidding me?
Compared to the other two, I think the flavor's weak.
Moe's is certified trash.
Okay, first of all, I was going to say Taco Bell is not going to go well.
Oh, I have a
Oh.
stomach of steel. Taco Bell
Okay,
is gorgeous.
yeah. Besides the bathroom of it all.
Leave your butthole at the door and then decide.
Um,
Oh my
what did I go with? I think I went with Kill Moe's, of course. Moe's is so overrated. Marry Chipotle, F Taco Bell.
I think I'm going to go with F Moe's because I agree. All the time, I don't want it.
Okay.
But whenever I want Moe's, I really want Moe's. So we're F and Moe's. Taco Bell, I'm going to marry it. I have loved Taco Bell since I was a kid. I still love Taco Bell. Sober or not, I love it.
What's your favorite Taco Bell item?
Okay, well, how can I pick an item? So my order is the 5-layer burrito.
Ugh.
So good. And a chicken quesadilla. And then just the order of the chips and cheese. Like, not the nachos, but the little tiny bag of chips with a teeny cup of cheese.
I'm judging you right now.
What?
That's a horrible order.
It's so good. It's so good.
My order growing up was 3 soft shell tacos, nachos and cheese, and a Baja Blast. Like,
that's
go to.
I like that.
That was elite. But I've gotten into a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Have you ever had a breakfast Crunchwrap?
No.
Game changer.
Now I
It
kind of want
sounds
Taco
like
Bell.
Taco Bell is growing on you.
Oh, no. Well,
I might be changing my answer.
no,
waiting on
I'm effing Taco Bell. Not
True.
killing Taco Bell.
See, I was going to say kill Taco Bell,
She's great for a late night, booty call.
A late night.
but is she a prostitute as well?
No, she's more
she's
of a
more than that.
FWB.
Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Interesting concept.
I feel this. Okay. All right.
This feels so different from y'all's last episode.
Well, it really does. Last episode was like life-changing advice for people.
Yeah.
But this, it's a stormy day. This is the vibe.
Yeah.
Did you have another F, Marry, Kill, or was that
Oh,
your
no,
one?
that was it, actually. That was it. So.
Wow. I'm like still kind of thinking about my answer, but I'll come back to it.
Oh, I forgot you didn't answer.
Sorry, Jamie.
No, it's okay. Because you guys got me thinking about Taco Bell now, and I was going to say kill Taco Bell. But now I'm like, maybe F Taco Bell, but I feel as if Chipotle I would marry and kill Moe's. But I have so many childhood memories with Moe's.
What does memory?
Kids.
Yeah, what does memory have to do with it though?
Because like I have a deep connection.
She's got a history.
I do.
It's kind of like me and Harry Potter. Why do I keep going back to Harry Potter?
I don't know. Is that this episode?
I'm obsessed.
Wait, I also just hit me. I saw Grace at the Grove.
Ah. Okay.
That was about 15 minutes ago, but I don't know what triggered, but hey, I remember.
We love a good callback.
Me and Jamie saw a celebrity the other day.
Who?
Oh my God, Neve.
What's this? Yeah, Neve from Catfish.
Do you
What?
watch that show?
No, but I watched YouTube clips of it and
Yeah.
cringe compilations.
We were literally, I think it was the 3 of us walking down the street, and he started walking towards us, and I was like, guys, I think that's a guy from Catfish. We were like, no way. I'm like, no, for sure. That is Neve. I've watched that show so many times.
Yeah.
He walked by. I pulled up his Instagram. Sure enough, he was at Collins Quarter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Yeah,
it was him.
you
I think
just-
he was doing a Catfish.
Walk downtown Savannah and you'll run into people. I met Greta Van Fleet, the band, the entire band, Greta Van Fleet. walking-
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw that Instagram post.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Isn't that
Was that in
nuts?
Savannah?
Yeah, that was on Broughton Street.
I mean, what?
They were here, and they were just here, apparently writing music. They were in South America the next week, touring with Metallica. It's
Wow.
nuts. Yeah.
That's insane.
That is really crazy.
I saw Theo Von last week, but it was a show. So.
Oh my gosh. That was the
Wow.
same night. We had a work thing that night. I wanted to go so bad. Was he good?
Oh, he was great.
He's
that was
so
the second
funny.
time I've seen him too. I went to his Netflix special taping in Nashville. Let's see.
I'm nervous what
I
he's
wrote
gonna bring
down
up here.
all of the celebrities I've met in Savannah. Greta Van Fleet, Grace Vanderwall, Leon Bridges, Big Boy from Outkast, and then a guy named Chuck Leavell who plays for the Rolling Stones. He's a little more of a deep cut, but he's he plays keyboard for the Rolling Stones. And fun fact, he lives in Savannah. He also, do y'all know the song Drops of Jupiter?
Yes.
He lays down the piano in that track. Yeah.
Wow.
Now that she's back in the
Okay, so he's like a
Yeah.
low key, but like
superstar.
Oh, legend.
influential.
Yeah, there's and I actually went to high school with his niece, so that's how I knew what he looked like, and I was like, "Oh, excuse me, Chuck, I'm a big fan."
Chuck.
Excuse me,
Chuck.
Chuck, can we please talk?
Chuck,
Chuck.
it's me.
And you know what that reminds me of? Chuck, like beef. How long did it take y'all to realize that ground beef was not from the ground? It took me so long to realize that ground beef just meant it was ground.
What do you mean so long? Because
the
I feel like
ground.
I knew,
That it was
like I didn't have a moment, which tells me I think I knew. Like,
I think that's the moment I realized I'm an idiot.
were you a grown person?
I was in my teens, at least.
What do you mean? Like you knew it was beef though. Like
I knew it was
a
beef,
cow.
but I was like, why ground beef? Do they?
It was
do
just
they
like sprouting.
put it in the
from
soil? Is it fancy? Does it grow a little? No, I don't know. That's I didn't think that. I promise I didn't think that.
Like,
I was trying to go somewhere with that.
Get this man off our set. Oh my God. No.
Wow, that's very interesting. Okay. I want to hear some of these topics.
What topics?
That you've brought today. So
that you
RP
came-
has brought a bunch of things.
We may have already gone through all of them. Yeah. And I have several. I told some of my sleepwalking stories on, I think, episode 3 of my podcast. But there was a story. I think the most interesting one is that Trent, my co-host, when we were in high school, he drove his car to school asleep.
That is so scary.
I still don't know if I believe him. Sorry, Trent, but it is hard to believe because he got himself dressed, awoke in the school parking lot at 3 a.m.
Came to.
Yeah.
At 3 a.m.
Yeah. Just in the middle of the night.
Also, okay, like how did he get out the house and no one said yo, where are you going?
Well, it was 3 a.m.
3 in the
Stop
morning.
yourself.
Yeah,
Stop.
I'm sure his grandparents were asleep, but
That's fair.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Using keys and stuff, that is so without your eyes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I even told him, I was like, dude, you probably ran some red lights, you know?
Yeah. 1 or 2.
I think the freakiest thing is were his eyes open?
Right.
There's no way, Trent, there's just no way you drove to school with your eyes closed. That would be some muscle memory.
Yeah.
Right, that's why I can
super-
understand the bathroom thing, you frequently go back and forth, but driving is insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's nuts.
That is really nuts.
Trent,
And then
that's a miracle.
something I have some sleepwalking stories, but they're not as good as the one you told. So.
Oh my God.
But have y'all? I'm gonna ask you a question I asked Trent on my last episode. Have y'all ever had a lucid dream?
Oh my God. Okay. Not a lucid dream, but
you just had
I
this.
literally a week ago, I came into work and I was so freaked out because I had the sleep paralysis thing. And I actually heard what you said about the nap. I was taking a nap on my couch and the TV was on.
Yeah.
And Cameron was watching Ghostbusters and I was asleep for an hour and then I started to hear the movie and I was literally totally mentally awake and aware, and it literally felt like I was squeezing all my muscles trying to move, and nothing was happening. It was freaking me out so much. And then I woke up finally and I jolted awake and I was like, oh my God, that was so scary. And Cam said that I was tapping his arm is all that I was doing. He didn't think that anything was
creepy.
wrong though. He's like, your face wasn't weird, you were just tapping me. But literally to me it felt like I was trying to kick my leg. It was
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
I hated it.
My heart is racing listening to you. That's never happened to me. I've woken up and still kind of been asleep, but I'm coming to, and that's just so scary.
It felt like it was 5 minutes. It was probably 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But
Isn't the lucid dreaming when you're out of your body?
No.
Oh.
So.
no.
No. Dummy.
You're wrong.
Are you stupid?
Floating.
No. So lucid dreaming is when you're in a dream, and let's just say I'm at Arby's, because I love to talk about Arby's for some reason. Let's say I'm at an Arby's in my dream. Okay. Suddenly, have you ever seen Inception?
Uh-huh. I don't really know the movie though.
Okay, it's about dreams and
Yeah.
going into other people's dreams. But I became aware in the dream that I was asleep, and I'm like, oh, this is a dream. So it's very powerful. I'm looking around, it feels. You know how real dreams feel.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So I can literally just conjure things. It's the most powerful feeling in the world. I can if I want to fly, I just try it, and sometimes I can. Or
So you can control your whole dream.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, not my whole dream. I can't always control it. I think that's the weird part. Is sometimes I can manifest things. If I want to hold it, I'm just thinking of if I want an apple, right? I can just there's an apple.
It just grows.
Out of anything I could conjure an apple.
An apple.
The one thing.
Yeah,
I was thinking conjure $100 million.
Or I
There's
can conjure-
anything I can hold.
Yeah, I
An
can
apple.
conjure a person.
Oh my
you know?
God.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it's weird. It's strange. But it's also feels like I'm like a superhero. It's probably it probably really is my superpower.
I was about to say, this sounds like, like in every superhero movie, like they have some weird things, and then like as they get older, they like realize they have a power.
Yeah. What if I'm like taking over my body in a different universe, Doctor Strange style?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Remember this conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Actually, you're probably watching yourself or something, like in your other body. You're watching this podcast like, you fool.
Maybe
you don't know what's coming.
Maybe another... That's actually called dream walking, the concept.
Uh-huh.
So maybe someone's dream walking in me right now. Maybe I'm from a different universe.
Yeah.
Where this podcast is hosted by Lamy and Jaron.
Just switch some letters.
Yeah.
What like nickname is worse?
Yeah.
Lamy's pretty lame. Like that's mean.
No, it's
Jaron is atrocious.
In that universe, your parents are dyslexic.
Wait, that is wild. I feel like you've done
Did you watch Doctor Strange? Are y'all big MCU gals?
So, yes.
It's still in theaters.
I know. Well,
I haven't watched it.
I've like gotten through a lot of the movies.
Oh, you
but
mean
I've
like
had
MCU.
to.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've had to. I keep getting stuck.
Stuck on what?
Spider-Man.
That's the easiest one to.
She can't watch it.
I can't watch it because on Disney Plus they don't have Spider-Man. So I was watching them in chronological order, but they don't have it on Disney Plus, so I'm stuck.
We'll just stream it illegally.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sorry. Yeah.
Somewhere you could probably like buy it on Prime or something, or like YouTube.
Yeah,
I like own movies in like another library called Vudu, and it's like that's legal. Yeah, I was joking about the whole streaming thing. Speaking of streaming, I had my mic on earlier when I first got here, and I guess I forgot, and I was like, can I go use the bathroom? I literally went to the bathroom with the mic on, so.
I think this is where we need to cue in that sound from the back.
I hope we were recording.
Oh, no. Not. I mean, yeah. Yeah, so streaming on Spotify and Lauren's bathroom.
Ooh. There we go.
Yeah.
Real quick, when you mentioned Arby's, well, one fun fact, I've never been to an Arby's. Two, when y'all talked about Chick-fil-A on one of your episodes, I can't remember which one it was, but...
Am I being confronted?
I completely... Well, so, two parts to it. One, totally agreed when you were like, they are bold enough to just walk up to your car and be like, what are you ordering? No menu, nothing. Like, what if you've never been to a Chick-fil-A before?
Exactly.
Or you didn't order on your phone? Seriously, they walk right up and they're like, all right, what do you want? It's like, I don't know. I haven't even gotten to the menu.
And Zaxby's is doing it now. So
that's insane. Zaxby's needs to stay in their lane. Mm-hmm. I don't think anybody else should be walking to your car. Chick-fil-A is a pass for me.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a fight? Like a fist fight?
A physical fight?
Yeah.
Me and Lauren?
Oh.
No. Yes.
No. Yeah. No. Me and my sister have physically fought before, but like...
Oh, like...
It wasn't like punching. Like, I hit her with a flip-flop.
Wow, lethal. Very lethal.
Oh.
It was there was this one summer where I was 16 and she was I was 16 and she was 13, and my parents, I was a really bad driver, so they didn't let me get my license for like 6 months after I turned 16. So I was pissed that I didn't have a license, and then my mom was working at a school, and so during the summer, you go to work at the school until like noon and then you come home. And so that half day, every day all summer, I was pissed as hell every time I woke up because I didn't have a license. And then Rachel was at that age where she wanted to be like me, and I hated her for it. I was like, stop wearing my clothes, stop talking to me, stop trying to come in here and watch Criminal Minds with me in the mornings. And every single day that summer, me and Rachel got into the meanest fights over the dumbest stuff. It would literally be like, can I borrow your polo t-shirt? And I'd be like, no, I hate you. And then it would just kind of spiral. And so we got into some wrestling matches a little bit, but then there was the one day. No, like real. It was like half and half.
No, for real.
But it was mostly real. And then there was one day, I don't even remember. She would definitely remember what fully started the fight, but there was a door slam with her leg in the door, and then she started coming at me, and I had a flip-flop, and I just whacked her with a flip-flop. Yeah. And then we had to chill out because, we both kind of went in our rooms, and we were like, that went way too far.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then you had the Full House or Disney Channel, I'm so sorry. You mean so much to me. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Full House always used to do that. It kind of made me mad. Like, there was always conflict and then really overly emotional resolution. You know what I mean? Did y'all watch Full House?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
What? You didn't?
No.
Oh my God. I
It was like a
related when you
staple
talked about
for me.
Danny Tanner. That was a sad time.
Does Full
High
House have a
five.
laugh track? Is there a laugh track in that?
I think there is.
That's why. Shows with a laugh track, I
Yeah.
haven't ever watched. I
Yeah.
hate it.
I've moved away from sitcoms.
Yeah.
Big time.
You guys talking about the very dramatic, like, reunions of things. I just had the worst flashback to my best friend Courtney and I. We lived down the street from each other, and there was one time that we were fighting. I think it was like 3rd grade or 2nd grade. And did you all ever watch the Cheetah Girls?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
Oh,
I was a boy.
So they had moments in the movies, like I think it's when Raven Simone's dog gets stuck in this little thing, and they all start singing. They were all fighting. They all started singing together to like come back together, and then they do this like elaborate performance.
Oh my God.
So Courtney and I were fighting one time, and I was at the end of the driveway, and she was at the top of the driveway, and I vividly remember like I started singing one of the Cheetah Girls songs, like thinking she was gonna join.
Did she?
No
Did
way.
she?
You did not.
Well,
That's
yes.
so
like
cheesy.
thinking that we were gonna have this like Disney Channel moment that we were gonna start harmonizing and just be like, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Courtney's gonna remember.
Oh my God.
Shut up, girl.
She's at the end of the driveway like, huh?
Like,
What are you saying?
what?
Have y'all ever gone back, like, now that Disney Plus is a thing, like, have y'all gone back and tried to watch some of those shows now?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
painful.
Horrible.
It's brutal.
Horrible. I was just saying the other day, like, I used to love the last song. The acting by Miley Cyrus, like, no offense, girlfriend, but, like,
What?
horrible.
I had
Bad.
the biggest crush on her.
Really?
She's pretty good in the Hannah Montana movie.
I remember in 5th grade, I was so in love with her. I was a hall monitor. I was like a geek. I was like a little hall monitor geek.
Did you sign up for that?
I think I was asked. It was like an honor. I think it was like a cool thing at the time. It's like, so literally every morning, like when kids are walking to breakfast, I would have to say, like, if somebody was running, I'd say, walk! Like, or I'd have to tell them, like, slow down.
Hate kids like
Oh, I had it gave me such a power crave.
Oh my
It
God.
was
Were you a
crazy.
snitch?
Yes, big time.
Oh
One
my
time,
God!
Oh, my parents reminded me of this the other day. I totally forgot about it. So my mom was a teacher at the elementary school that I was a hall monitor at. One day, these kids start swinging at each other and like fighting in the hall. I go, I grab the 2 kids and I walk them to the office.
holding the collars.
And I say, I got them. These 2 are fighting. Take care of them. I got to get back to duty. I didn't say
Duty.
that, but that's what it felt like. It felt like, not in my hall.
How old were you? Were these kids your
5th
age?
grade.
Oh
No,
my
they
God.
would have been like a grade or 2 under me or something, but yeah.
No,
I
but
took
as a
care of
5th
them.
grader, you have power
Oh,
in
yeah.
that
Yep.
school. Like,
You really
you
do.
are.
You run this show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Teachers' kids are always either really, really
Yeah.
bad or they're hall monitors.
Yeah.
Walk.
So, no, it was actually a pretty cool thing at the time. It sounds so lame, but everybody's like, "Oh, you're the hall monitor? What's that like?"
Do you think your peers were like if they reflect on this right now, you think they were like, oh yeah, RP was a cool ass hall monitor?
No, I think I'm just trying to make myself look better.
That's definitely one of the
Trying to save
kids that your
face.
parents look at and they're like, he's going to be successful one
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
And here
He
you
was
are.
like,
You're a
here you
successful
are.
adult.
Doing a
That's
podcast.
arguable. That's arguable.
Medium success.
Yes.
We're getting there. We're just figuring it out, guys.
Speaking of, so we met like because we worked at the same news station, right?
Mm-hmm.
I used to envy you so bad because you did the puppy segments.
Oh my God.
So it was like, well, and I started in January 2020, right before the world went to hell with COVID. So like, that's how me and you, like, I don't know if we ever even.
I actually remember because like the sales team was always having so much fun, and so
Yeah.
y'all were like
Fun.
on the way to the break room, and
Oh,
so I'd
yeah.
be going back there to like get a coffee or something, and I would always like stop and chit chat.
Yeah.
And so I like always knew whenever there were new people, and so I remember like you being new, and
I think I was intimidated by you because you were like on TV. So,
thank you.
you know.
Only one day a week at like 4 a.m, but
Yeah.
thanks. But I remember meeting you because I had a puppy in my hand. They brought
Yes.
in like a couple of puppies.
yeah.
Yeah, because normally it would be like a grown dog that I would be featuring, and they brought in like a box of puppies, and so the whole sales staff came
Yeah.
out, and you came out, and like I'm just like, what a great way to
Yeah.
meet somebody. I literally
Yeah.
have a box of puppies.
Yeah, it's like as you can imagine, like I start there. And there are immediately just puppies in the building every Wednesday. I'm like, dude, I'm working at a TV station and there are puppies here every Wednesday. And, you know, I get to be in some of my commercials.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, but, yeah, that's, it wears off, yeah.
You know, it all
The news, it's like, yeah, it was like, they, like, suddenly, you know, Kim Gusby is not, like, just the TV anchor. Like, I hate to name drop. Love you, Kim.
Yeah.
But she's like a coworker first, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
she's a coworker and like a friend. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you lost your phone before?
Okay, so it made me, that made me think of, no, I keep up with my things, actually.
Well, good for
But-
you.
no. But my friend, he left his phone in an Uber like a few months ago, and he didn't realize it till the next day. And we got in touch with the guy, and he was in like, he's so far away. He was in like Hinesville or something.
Oof.
Yeah, so my friend had to stay at my house all day until that Uber driver came back that night to start driving. Because I was like, dude, I'm not. No, it was his keys. It was his keys. For some reason, he had his keys with him, not his phone.
Oh no.
So yeah, he obviously
the worst thing.
that's
I was
why he
gonna say,
couldn't
that's
leave my
even
house.
worse.
It also, that same buddy of mine, this guy's just real trouble, I guess. He was in Atlanta, and he was very drunk, and these random ladies picked him up on the side of the road, him and one of our other friends, and they passed out in the back of the car. But the ladies still took him to the destination, and they're like, wow, that was weird. And I think the next morning, they're like looking at their phones, and they're like, this is not turning on, like this phone doesn't work. Well, these ladies were so good. They, when the guys passed out, had like phones, like a bunch of useless phones.
No.
Switched it with their phone. Probably even used Face ID like to get it open, or what, you know, like to get in their phone. And yeah, like that's how professional they were. They had, let's say my friend, I don't want to say his name. Let's say he had an iPhone 10 though. These ladies would have had an iPhone 10 that didn't work to put in his phone case to make it, you know, you don't question it, right?
Yeah.
So
These ladies are scammers, like
Yeah.
professional
They were, like,
Uber
really
driving
ready.
scammers.
isn't that scary?
That's very scary.
Dublin, I can't believe I didn't like think of this up top. My
no.
best friend Annalise came for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Oh.
Her phone got stolen straight out of her fanny pack, and it pinged like 3 days later, and it was in Dublin. And then it went like silent for almost a month, and it pinged again, and she got it on her like Mac, you know, in China. So somebody is
someone in
scamming
Dublin.
in Dublin and selling things to China.
Ooh.
Maybe
Yeah.
you know him.
It was
I
wild.
bet, I'm sure I do. It was so tight. Dublin's so
have a chat.
tight knit, you know. Wow. Speaking of Dublin, and St. Patrick's Day. So like, you know, apparently I have red hair and red beard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. It looks brown to me. I deny
Are you
it.
serious?
Yeah. Yes. Like, it's such an identity
red.
crisis when somebody tells me your hair is red, and I'm like, no, it's brown.
I mean, it's like
It's
auburn.
like, yeah, it's got like a little
Yeah.
tint.
Also,
It's
people
not-
ask me like, did you put a highlight in your hair? I'm like, no, that's
It
just
is
gray."
very
Wait, I was
chic.
wondering that too.
I was like, it's just gray.
It's
either
very
the-
chic.
Yeah, it's like either the I don't know what it is. It just developed the past 2 years.
People
so.
pay for highlights like that.
So let me debunk that rumor, that myth. I do not put highlights in my hair. I'm a
He does
boy.
He's like,
He's a boy, Jamie.
But I went to Ireland 3 years ago, like pretty much a little over 3 years ago, and I was walking around Dublin, Ireland, and people were asking me for directions.
Oh my god.
God, that's
You look like an
hilarious.
Irish-
Yeah, they were like, excuse me, where's Grafton Street? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm actually just
I'm from
American. I'm a
Georgia.
I'm from the
tourist.
USA.
Yeah. Have you ever found money on the ground?
Oh my gosh. No, but same girl that lost her phone. So she's got extremely good luck and extremely bad
Yeah.
luck. We went to a music festival, and after the last set, like everybody's clearing out, and we were like right up at the front, so we're the last ones to get out, you know? It's like disgusting trash everywhere. I look over and she's digging on the ground. I was like, Annalise,
Ooh.
get out of there. She stands up and found a $100 bill.
Wow.
Wow.
I was like, so she's got really
You
good
can't do any better than that.
luck. I know.
And you want to know a weird thing? It's happened to me twice.
Finding
How much money?
$100 bill?
$100 bill.
Wow.
Well, okay, the second one I didn't find it, but I acquired it, and here's how. The first one was when I still went to Georgia Southern at a bar called Dingus McGee's, we were waiting to get inside. It was like post-COVID, so it was like there was this weird like we had to wait outside until like a couple people go out, and I'm just standing there, look down. There's a $100 bill.
Wow.
So I pick it up, and I'm like, I'm not just gonna walk in this bar and say, "Who lost a $100 bill?"
Yeah.
Right.
But my buddy Noah, who tends to carry so much cash around at all times, I feel like I shouldn't have said that because maybe somebody's gonna try and beat him up. Sorry, Noah.
No, it's a fake name. Fake
But,
name.
No, it's a real name. It's a real name.
I'm trying to cover up for him. You want to give his last
That's
name?
a stage name.
Yeah, I won't give his last name. But I was like, "Hey, dude, I know you carry on a lot of cash. Are you missing 100? Just check." And he's like, "Yeah, I'll check." And he looks through. He's like, "No, I'm not missing anything." I go,
Yes.
and everybody's like, "Yeah, shots on you, right?" I'm like, "No, that's going straight in my savings account."
Yeah. We need all the help we can get
Yeah,
out
like
here.
I'm not just gonna blow it. That's not fiscally responsible.
Wow.
But then the most recent thing that happened to me was I was at Social, Conger Street Social here in Savannah. I'm standing in line with my roommate Seth, and there's a piece. We're waiting for the bathroom, and there's a piece of toilet paper on the ground, right? So I was just like, "Hey Seth, I bet you want to put that toilet paper on the bottom of your shoe and just walk around the rest of the night." And he's like, "You crazy? No." And so there was this just random guy in front of him, you know, like alcohol talking. I'm like, "Hey man, what about you? Would you, you know, can I give you $20 to walk around with that on the bottom of your shoe?" He goes, "I'll give you $100 just to pick it up." I'm like, "What, dude? You're not serious." The guy pulls out a fat wad of money, hands a $100 bill out, and I take it reluctantly. And I walk over to the piece of toilet paper. I pick it up, and I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, man, I'll make that in like an hour or so."
What does he mean he makes that in an hour? What does he do?
Everybody asked that, and I'm like, that didn't even cross my mind. I was just like, I just made $100 for picking up a piece of toilet paper.
Wow.
I was at that point, I was like, if this is how easy it feels to make money, I'm going to start an OnlyFans.
Oh my
God.
God.
And I did.
Gonna be
So
picking up.
subscribe now.
Are you on OnlyFans?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, I was like, whoa, what?
No.
Oh my God, my whole
Wow.
leg
I mean, I
is,
feel
like,
very
asleep.
excited when I find a penny on the ground. So
Wow.
Erica's
Yeah.
the queen of that.
She
Every
is.
time
She
we go
found
to
one
lunch.
the other day, and
Yeah.
it was like the cutest reaction. She's like, "Oh, a penny, a dime."
It's really cute.
I know. It's good luck.
I've had the bet. I've had 1,000 pennies equivalent on the ground. So a penny, I would just be a snob towards
just-
a penny.
You need the
Kick
good
it.
luck.
Yeah. I don't think it's worth the ache in my back to bend down and pick it up.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's such a, yeah.
You're not gonna have good luck.
When I was in elementary school, if I would find like a nickel, I would like flush it down the toilet.
Oh my God.
I mean, that's probably some kind of crime, you know?
Wow. I don't even know how to react. Why is this so funny?
Like, you're like a cool nickel.
Done.
What?
Done.
Yeah.
Oh my
Not good
God.
enough for me.
Oh my God.
I remember doing that a lot.
A lot. Okay.
It sounded like it was a new experience every time, but it was kind of like, you know, those things at the mall, you put the coin in
water
and it just like rolls around until
Oh
so
my
it's like,
God.
to me that was the kind of fun I had at school. Because you
Oh my
remember in
God.
school, like in school, even watching a terrible piece of trash movie, you were excited about it because you
Oh,
didn't have to
yeah.
do work.
That's true.
That's such an underrated feeling, is the feeling of being in school and doing something other than work. I
Yeah.
feel like we lost that as adults.
I agree. Even if it's like a work day and like we, you know, it's somebody's birthday, so like
Yeah.
we get to have a cake or something. It's
Yeah.
not the same. I'm like still thinking about how, oh, I still have to finish my emails after
Yeah.
this. Like in school, you're not worried about your responsibilities because you have none.
No,
God, those
literally
Christmas
walking.
parties?
Yeah, walking into class and they're like, "All right, kids, it's a movie day." You're like, "Yes."
Yes. Even if it's Frozen and I'm a boy, I don't care.
The episode title is "And I'm a
Don't-
boy."
Don't hate on Frozen.
Oh, and I loved those teachers, like the Spanish teacher would be like, we have to watch it with Spanish subtitles, but that's like our excuse for watching the movie.
Oh yeah, to
But we're learning.
teach you.
We have to.
Read them, kids.
Oh my gosh, that is hysterical.
I cannot believe you were like kind of two different people. You had like two sides of you in school because you were the hall
Yeah.
monitor, but you also flushed
Yeah.
things down
Yeah,
the
like-
Also
toilet.
committing federal crimes.
Your school definitely hated you. They're like, "Who is the person that is
No.
flushing coins?"
I frequented the office, though. You know,
Uh-huh.
in our school, everybody was afraid to go to the office because when I was in school, we still had corporal punishment. So we would get paddled.
Yep.
Really?
What?
See, that's...
You get whacked with a paddle?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that happened in like the 1970s.
Exactly. And they would even, in ours, they would like drill holes and put duct tape on them. Yeah, it was scary.
Yeah. I never got paddled. I think that, well, at our school it was optional. Like they had to call your parents and they could decide if you got like suspended or paddled.
What?
Oh, yeah. I think that's really weird and like... just like kind of creepy.
That
It is
was
creepy.
not a
It's
thing
really
at my
weird.
school. Like there was no paddling happening.
No paddling.
Yep.
No.
Yep. We would get paddlings for tardies. Like if we got enough tardies
Oh my God.
accumulated, they would read a list of names, and everybody knew what it was when they were like, "We are going to read a list of names, and could you please come to the office?" Everybody's like, "Oh, they're getting paddled,"
Getting the ass beat.
and it would be like this 25 to 30 name list of people that were going to the office and had accumulated so many tardies that they were going to get spanked by the assistant principal.
Just like, whoosh. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
And it was like a hard, like they did not
Boom.
hold back.
Oh my God.
It's
I think
bad.
we need to do a poll on Instagram because this is wild to me that this actually happened.
And I looked this up today. It's only still allowed in like 13 states, but still that's just too many.
That's a lot.
so many.
Yeah.
Georgia is one of them. So
I'm alarmed.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really creepy.
yeah,
Ew.
especially when you think about it now, like if the assistant principal had like a kink,
Ew!
A king. Oh no.
and it's like,
Here we go.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're creeps. There's some creepy people
Both
out
of us
there.
go.
Yeah. That's
Oh
why
my
it's
God.
creepy though. Like,
Ew,
as
that's
you're an adult,
so
you're like,
weird.
ew, you're like spanking kids that aren't your own kids.
Yeah, like,
That's
why are you
really
doing
freaking
that?
Wild.
gross.
It's more wild to me now than ever. You know,
Yeah.
because like you can ask people, like you're from New York, so
Yeah.
so like
No, we did
that's a
not do
foreign
that.
concept to you, but it was so real to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've
Yeah.
been chatting for a bit, but apparently RP has a good closing statement.
Yes. Here's my closing statement.
Okay.
You know, I've met so many celebrities in my day, but I still have yet to tell you who my favorites were.
Who?
Lauren Wolverton and Jamie Burton.
Wow.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Thank you.
That was great, right?
Wow. What a schmoozer.
Wow. I have
I mean, they were on the news, people.
I'm
on the
local news.
At the local NBC and what? You were a Fox
yeah.
affiliate news.
Oh my God.
Guys.
This is a surreal moment for me.
RP,
so.
thank you for being here.
Yeah, this was a blast.
I know this
This
is
was.
the honor of your life.
And I must say it was yeah, it was super weird. I must say that. There were so many.
We really talked about everything under the
Yeah.
sun.
What is he looking at? A ghost?
Probably.
Yeah, yeah. We
So
joke
what-
about that all the time that he sees ghosts. He does that. He stares at the corner in the dining room and the wall back there.
Yeah,
Oh.
Mr. Kim's looking at something weird, guys. But
Thank you.
thank
So
you so
plug,
much.
plug
Yes,
you,
thank
plug your
y'all.
pod.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Inseparable Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at Inseparable Podcast. I think that's the only form of social media we have right now because, you know, Facebook is just, you know, old news. Check us out. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and I think Google Podcasts. So we have a lot of fun, and I'd love to have y'all on sometime once I can figure out how that would work.
Yeah.
Let's chat.
Yeah. Let's
We
do
need
it.
to just have an in
'Cause y'all
studio
have a-
sesh.
yeah, y'all have
Tell
like
Trent
a-
to come down.
Y'all have a very professional setup here. We just zoom it.
That's
Yeah.
all, Erica.
Love it. I know.
Yeah.
Shout out, girl.
No, but thank y'all. This was a blast.
Thank you.
I think it's very obvious that we all like to chat.
Oh, 100%. We like looked up and we're like, what's the time? About 25 minutes? It's like an hour and a half.
Erica's like, please wrap it up.
Wrap it
Please.
up.
For the love of God.
Yeah. So that I hope that kind of gives y'all a little bit of a taste of what we're doing. Last week we had like some really like solid, you know, like really
Life-changing.
meaningful, like life-changing advice. And then this week it's all over the place with randomness. So that's kind of how we want this podcast to roll. Sometimes we'll just kind of talk about random stories in our lives, and sometimes we'll have somebody on who can hopefully give y'all like real advice that you can use. But we just hope to be relatable and fun for you guys.
Yeah, and we'll definitely have some like super fun episodes too where we bring some people on that, you know, get us out of our comfort zone a little bit. So I'm
Yes.
excited for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are kind of all over the place, but this is episode 3 for y'all.
Episode 3, guys. Remember that you can find us anywhere podcasts can be found. We're on Spotify, Google, YouTube for the video version.
Yeah.
And catch us on socials.
Yeah, social media. We are at Chicks and Dip Pod, POD. We are on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You guys will get all the updates about what we're doing, and follow us on TikTok. we're going to have some fun content on
Yes.
TikTok. I'm telling you right now. So make sure to follow us. You can follow me personally on Instagram. Mine is Jamie Burton, but with 2 A's.
And mine is Lauren_Wolverton. And do not forget to tag us in your stories whenever you listen or watch this episode. Please share it. We want, all of your friends and family to find us and love us, and we want to grow our community. So share, you guys.
And your dip pics.
Woo! Tag us in your hashtag dip pics.
We can't forget about those, of course. But thank you guys for tuning in. We've actually felt a lot of love so far. So please share this, as Lauren said, with your friends, and we'll keep going.
We'll see y'all next Monday.
Bye.
Bye.